Good morning, everyone. This is Team Hypnotic's Fully Ghouly today, with a locals feature between myself and your usual host, SS Low Blue. Getting right into things, we're going to see SS Low Blue win the die roll 11-5, and he will be electing to go first. In our opening hands, we can see that I have Droll, Imperm, Ryzeal X, Bonfire, and Fiendsmith's Tract. Low Blue, meanwhile, has a hand of Triple Tactics Talents, Bonfire, Ash Blossom, Ryzeal Node, and an unknown spell card. Low Blue is going to elect to lead Bonfire, which I have no answer to, so it will be resolving to add an X'd Ryzeal to his hand. On resolution, I go ahead and drop my Droll in order to prevent any more free bodies. Low Blue then takes a moment and opts to activate Triple Tactics Talents here to look at my hand as the only valid activation. We can see that he is taking a moment to mull over which of the 4 cards in my hand are the most prime to take away. Unfortunately, he's in a little bit of a catch-22 with any of these options, so I believe we simply elect to remove the Imperm from the equation. He then opts to summon X by sending Aggregator to the graveyard. He will not get the search, so he will simply special summon Node since its summoning conditions are met, and overlay those two into a detonator. Here he does not attach the Aggregator to the detonator. I'm not quite sure why. I believe this was just a minor mistake on his part, but nevertheless, after he cuts my deck due to the Triple Tactics Shuffle, we move on to my starting turn, and we see that I draw a Mucharmi Fuelos, unfortunately too little too late. Moving to main phase, I attempt to lead Fiendsmith's Tracks to see what kind of non-engine we could possibly be looking at, and am immediately met with an Ash Blossom. Next, I activate Bonfire, and use that Bonfire to grab myself a copy of Ice Ryzeal. Now, he still has a live detonator, so I attempt to lead with X'd Ryzeal, sending my own copy of Myriologic Aggregator, targeting his detonator as Chainlink 2 and X as Chainlink 1. He goes ahead and he chains detonator to destroy my X, and I go to search a Sword Ryzeal. Next up, I opt to special summon my Sword Ryzeal and get myself a second copy of X for a follow-up turn. Next up, I normal summon my copy of Ice Ryzeal, and I elect to summon a Node Ryzeal from my deck, as this is the last unused name. Using my Ice and my Sword, I elect to make a Duo Drive, attaching the previously destroyed X as material. With no response to the search effect, SS Low Blue opts to concede, and we move on to game number 2. Going into game 2, we see an opening hand of Sword Ryzeal, Lightning Storm, 2 Imperms, and a Perulia. Low Blue, meanwhile, opens a grip of 2 Bonfires, Talent, and a Droll of his own alongside a surfacing Big Jaws. He leads with Bonfires, searching Ice, and then special summons surfacing Big Jaws, searching for his Drake Shard before special summoning. On the summon, I elect to activate my Fuwalos to get some value through his plays. Once again, I'm met with the Triple Tactics hand check, and Low Blue attempts to remove the only starter in my hand, as trying to rip any non-engine simply leaves him vulnerable to the other 2 at this point. He cuts my deck, and then he makes Bahamut Shark, so we start drawing cards, starting with a Fiendsmith Engraver. He activates the effect and I elect an Imperm to stop him from getting to Totally Awesome. Next up, it's normal summon Ice Ryzeal into Sword Ryzeal, and we'll draw a Bonfire. He then turns his 2 bodies into a Baguska, and I'll draw Ryzeal Cross before we see the turn pass to me. On my turn, I start by drawing into an Ice Ryzeal. The Baguska is a bit of a problem, not because we don't have a way to remove its Floodgate effect, but because his monsters being in defense mode makes my Lightning Storm effectively useless. So this was actually a really good decision on his part. I debate for a moment on whether or not I'm simply able to end the game this turn, but elect to activate Engraver in the meantime before being met with a Droll and Lockbird. With no other choice given my hand, I opt to Imperm the Baguska and normal summon Ice Ryzeal, summoning X Ryzeal to no effect from my deck. I take a moment to read over the monster's stats to figure out the best way to do this, and settle on making an Exciton Knight. Linking away the Exciton Knight for a Fiendsmith's Requiem, we use the effect attributing to summon Lacrima, and then using her effect to send our engraver to graveyard. Engraver will shuffle back Exciton for cost and summon itself to the field. Using the Requiem to equip to the Engraver, I send the Bagooska and the Requiem to grave. Here I link summon into Fiendsmith sequence using the effect to get to my Fiendsmith Desiree. Linking off the both of them into Fiendsmith Agnum Day, I use Desiree, shuffling back the sequence to send Shark to graveyard. Moving into the battle phase, we'll see Agnum Day in for 1800 damage, followed by his quick effect to summon Desiree to hit for another 4600, leaving him with only 1600 life points. Passing back to turn 3 of the match, we start to see my mistake. Low blue draws for turn and leads off with a bonfire, grabbing Ice Ryzeal. Summoning X Ryzeal, he sends an aggregator to the graveyard to target Desiree, which he couldn't have been able to do had I made the correct decision, leaving sequence in the graveyard when making Agnum Day to equip after the battle phase. Here, I have to negate the X with Desiree just to attempt some form of damage control, but Low Blue follows up with a special sword, searching his deck for a copy of Ice Ryzeal. I know his hand is double Ice Ryzeal, but unfortunately I won't be getting another turn to take advantage of this information. Using Duo Drive, Low Blue searches for plugin and cross. And after activating cross, he normal summons Ice Ryzeal to summon Node Ryzeal from the deck. Node Ryzeal is used to summon Sword Ryzeal, and Low Blue opts to activate plugin for his other copy of Sword Ryzeal, attaching his second cross to Duo Drive. Making Detonator, he attaches Aggregator and then overlays his remaining 2 monsters for Ragna 0, which will destroy Desiree since it's able to be targeted. I attempt to remove the Detonator, but Cross stops me and Low Blue has enough damage to win the game. On to that all-important game 3. Now I get to go first, and unfortunately for low blue, my opening hand is really stacked. We have a Called By, Ryzeal Node, Ash Blossom, Ghost Ogre, and Fiendsmith's Tract. From his hand, we see Bonfire, Ash Blossom, Fualos, Cross, and Metaltronus. Leading with Fiendsmith's Tract, I place Lurry onto my field. Presented an opportunity, low blue attempts Molcharmy Fualos, to which I respond with Ash Blossom. Free to Requiem, he attempts Ash Blossom, and I respond with Called by the Grave, proceeding to summon Lacrima and send Fiendsmith in Paradise, as I am not currently planning to make it all the way to Agnum Day. I normal summon Node Ryzeal and overlay my 2 level 4 monsters for Ryzeal Duo Drive. With no response, I am free to search both Ryzeal Cross and X Ryzeal. Activating Cross, my next play is to summon X by sending Eclipse Twins, using X to search Sword Ryzeal. Sword's effect on summon will then grab me an Ice Ryzeal. Overlaying my remaining monsters into a Ryzeal Detonator, attaching Twins of the Eclipse will end my turn. After drawing for turn, low blue leads Metaltronus, targeting Detonator. With no response, we're both a Detonator down. And then next up, we see the Bonfire, which will search a copy of X for himself. With that, he'll special summon the X Ryzeal, sending Aggregator to negate the cross and Searching Sword. After summoning Sword, he searches a copy of Ice Ryzeal. Low Blue continues on to make Duo Drive, then activates Ryzeal Cross. Normal summoning Ice, he activates the effect and I respond with my Lacrima. Negating it with Cross, Low Blue attempts to leave her in the graveyard, and continues with his play of summoning Node from the deck. Having to detach from his Duo Drive, Cross has now been used, and we've stopped him from being able to search with Duo Drive without committing a second body. As such, he elects to summon the ever-reliable Detonator, to which I activate Fiendsmith in Paradise, sending Desiree to clear his second Detonator, as the one was used with Metaltronus already earlier in the turn. He uses the effect to clear my Duo Drive before activating Cross, but that gets met with Ghost Ogre. Blue gets in for 2600 damage before passing turn. There isn't much else to say, as I draw my final card, Droll Lockbird, and summon Ice Ryzeal. With no way to stop it, SS Low Blue concedes, and I will be taking victory. A gentleman's handshake to end the video. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.
Hey, what's up YouTube? Just wanted to drop a special announcement here. We are actually getting a sponsorship from Trading Card Academy, TCA. It's in Harrison, Ohio, if you guys want to look that up. Maybe slide through and get a couple games in with us. We typically play on Thursdays at 7 p.m. And we've started doing certain Saturdays. They'll probably start announcing those more as they become, more frequent. So, but yeah, the Hypnotic team is very, very excited to welcome TCA as our sponsors.